So what's the difference between a flat rate retainer and an hourly rate retainer? Well, it really is exactly what it sounds like. A flat rate means the attorney chose to set a single price for their service, and they're going to get your case done for that price. An hourly attorney is going to say, okay, I am billing you in a fraction of an hour. And in New Jersey, we bill in a tenth of an hour. So every 0.10, you're paying the hourly rate for that attorney. Now, why don't I charge flat rates? I don't charge flat rates because I can't see into the future. I have no idea if your case is going to take 10 hours or 1,000 hours. And if I offer you a flat rate, or any attorney that offers a flat rate, they're sort of hedging the bet that they're going to finish your case within the hours they're guessing in the retainer. Now, I'm not saying that lawyer is shortchanging you. I am saying you have to think really hard if that flat rate is really the route you want to go. I'm often asked, what is a retainer? A retainer is a prepayment of a set amount of hours. It doesn't mean that it's a flat rate. You're basically prepaying a block of hours. So if the lawyer charges $600 an hour and your retainer is $6,000, you're essentially prepaying for 10 hours of services. A lawyer in New Jersey cannot retain fees that we haven't earned. So if your case is over and it was $5,000 and I took a $6,000 retainer, I must return that other $1,000 to you at the end of your case. So once you establish the retainer, each month we bill against that. So using the same example of a $6,000 retainer, if we did $3,000 worth of work, you will receive a bill showing the $3,000, the hours, an exact description of what work was done, and then how much money is remaining on your retainer. During a divorce, you should consider other costs aside from your attorney. Your attorney may utilize paralegals, and paralegals are going to bill at a lower hourly rate than your attorney. There are also filing fees. So when we file something with the court, whether it's your complaint or a motion, there's a fee we pay the court. There might be process servers, someone that gives your spouse the divorce complaint. There's a fee. We have to get something in the judge's hands, so we will use a messenger to ensure that the documents left my office and made it to the exact judge's chambers that needs to read your documents. There could also be experts, accountants, forensic psychologists in custody matters, and those types of experts, as well as even private investigators. Choosing an attorney that works within your budget is essential. You really don't want to change lawyers in the middle of your case. In fact, I rarely accept transfer cases. So how do you find a lawyer that fits within your budget? First, you really need to look at your family's finances and how much can you afford to extract from your budget to actually pay for the lawyer's services. Some lawyers during the consultation can give you a range. No one can predict in total what a case is going to cost, but oftentimes we can give you a range and say, we think a case like this will range between this amount and that amount. And really think hard before you engage the lawyer, because it's not the best scenario for you to have to change lawyers midway. The new lawyer has to learn your case, or if you decide to represent yourself, you could feel disadvantaged. During a consultation, when someone says to me, can you ballpark what my case is going to cost? My follow-up question always is, tell me a little bit about your spouse, and if you know, has your spouse hired a lawyer, and if so, what that lawyer's name is. Now, why do I ask those questions? Because the more acrimony in the case, as well as unnecessary aggression, and yes, I'm saying that. Do lawyers have to be aggressive? Well, it depends on what the circumstances are. And sometimes there are litigants as well as lawyers that are aggressive just for the sake of aggression. I always remind my clients, unnecessary acrimony, unnecessary aggression does nothing else but rise the cost of the case. The cost of a divorce is unpredictable. No lawyer can tell you exactly how much a case is going to cost. The difference between a flat rate case and an hourly rate case can be significant. choose your process, your attorney wisely, but also do the self-reflection to understand, if I engage this lawyer at the onset of my case, is this an attorney and is this a firm that I can work with for the duration of my case, so that you're not left in a predicament where you're either representing yourself or you're then shopping for a less expensive attorney to finish up your case.